nothing but air. I shoot and I don't care. Nothing but air. And we're gonna share. He shoots. Nothing but air. It's an airball.
He shoots, and it's nothing but air. Welcome, airheads, to episode 3 of the Airball Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to episode 3 of the Airball Podcast. I am one of your hosts for tonight, Melo. Right beside me is...
Kwayo, good evening, good morning,
Attorney
good
Kwayo.
afternoon, or good night.
And right across from me is the birthday boy, Mr. Darren Lim.
Hello, bitches.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday!
Mr. D!
Okay na.
And making his debut for tonight for Airball is Mr. Kevin Loverboy. Kevin?
Hello, everybody!
Kumusta ACL mo?
What's the ACL mo? Back from his ACL injury.
The road to recovery is long.
So, kamusta? Okay naman? Buo pa yung tuhod mo?
Buo pa yung tuhod
Yeah.
mo.
Makaka-basketball ka ba anytime soon?
Watch for my comeback. 6 months to a year, I'll be back.
Okay, I think yung listeners should watch out. I mean, di pala watch out.
Watch his video.
Yeah, all the
video.
Value Birthday
Go to
fans
our
out
go
there.
to our Facebook page. Watch Kevin's video
Yeah.
of his
Value Birthday crowd.
his reverse layup.
Na
Okay.
Airball.
So we have lots to talk about today. We have, of course, from NBA stories to local basketball, and we'll start with the Gilas whole Gilas issue. Well, we talked about this back in episode 2, and now there are lots of developments. So, again, everyone backed out from the San Miguel group and the Rain or Shine team. And back in August 16, there was a release by MVP that was a sad day for Philippine basketball because this had to happen. And everyone had to, they pulled out, like sila Junmar Fajardo. The ones before, like sila Polly were out for Rain or Shine. Pingre said by L.A. Tenorio was out also. And then a few days ago, so San Miguel released a statement. No, well, it wasn't really a statement. It was one of the interviews saying that they were actually encouraging their players to join. I mean, it's an honor to join the national team. And then on the same day, Pingre said all of a sudden, I'm game. I'm game again. So if the country needs me, then let's do it. So a lot of mixed signals, mixed news. Of course, over a month ago, they've already said, and after a while, everyone on the internet was mad at San Miguel, mad at players because it was a country pride thing, and they were out of it. So now there's Pingris who's back, or who's trying to get back, and it will be still a coach's decision if he gets on the team. But the point is, it's open. I mean, SMC formally, I guess, says that their players are open to join.
Pero may tanong ako. Nung initial breakout ba ng news, may statement yung SMC na we're not allowing our players to join.
Wala. They were quiet. They were quiet about it. Kasi medyo clear yung...
Pero, nagkataon na SMC players lahat yung nag-pull out. Tama ba?
Well, Rain or Shine din. Pero tahimik si Rain or... Kasi si SMC kasi, ever since, even yung the last Gilas team, meron silang rule na parang one player per SMC team. Therefore Tenorio Ginebra. Si Rain or Shine kasi dati, binigay lahat. Like si Belga, si Polly, si Jeff Chan, Gabe Norwood. So, I guess they weren't as highlighted now.
Okay.
Na nag-back out yung players. Pero yung San Miguel kasi
baka hindi ganun kasi kagaling yung mga players ng
well, mas high profile, I guess. Fajardo kasi naman overshadows everyone.
Time naman na one player per team lang, yun, naglabas ng rule ng SMC. Kami, one player per team lang papadala namin sa national team. Ganon?
Parang yun yung rule nila.
Kasi yung sa article...
Na hindi siya official statement, pero parang lumalabas in public.
Parang weirdly, lumalabas na sa article yan nabasa ko sa TV5 na hina-highlight yung fact na si SMC competitor siya ni MVP sa mga business niya eh. So parang inevitably, makikita mo na apart from the basketball side of things, that we are trying to get the best players for the national team, may business side pa rin na you can't separate from that thing. Na parang nakakalungkot tuloy na we're trying to put together a team who can compete at an international level na hindi man lang natin magawa because of greedy businessmen. Diba?
Tsaka nakuha nila yun kasi 'di ba sinabi nga ni Pingris na there are just some things that are beyond my control. Yun naman doon naman ang galing yun eh. I don't think we have to there's no controversy na sabihin pa nila na hindi talaga yun ganun. Tsaka kung check niyo yung Wikipedia pages, nakasulat sa Wikipedia not allowed by ball club eh. Hindi ko alam kung propaganda yun ng Gilas. Yeah, kasi of course naman, like, I think si tao nila MVP yung nagme-maintain ng page na yun, diba? So,
but I have a question.
Ano?
Sino yung tingin yung may fault dito?
I think it's yung fault yan na joint eh. Feeling ko parang I think yung may isang article sa Rivals ba yun? Or basta kung sino-sino na kumuha, nakita ko rin sa
or
FHM
Rappler?
Anyway, maganda yung pinoint out ni Kevin na yung point niya na dapat merong third party.
Rivals yan, Rivals.
Pero nasa FHM rin siya. Anyway, yeah. I think tama talaga yung point na yun. Kasi parang, if you think about it sa States, di ba si Jerry Colangelo? Is he part of any team right Suns now?
Dati, Phoenix Suns siya.
Pero ngayon,
he was removed from that. Parang he left. Di ko lang paano. Basta he cut off ties. Tapos naging head siya ng USA basketball operations. Na yun na lang talaga yung inaatupad niya.
Yeah. Which is for me, dapat ganun. And kung titingnan mo, pati yung coach nila, di ba, kinuha nila si Shevsky. Walang bias. Yeah. But equally as competitive.
Right.
Diba?
Tingin ko, dapat may mga baguhin dun sa system. First, dapat when you get a player from a PBA team, dapat i-insure mo yung player nila rin. Just in case magkaroon ng injury yung player during the tournament.
Agree.
Just like in US, like for example, Dante Exum, diba, he got injured while playing for the Australian national
ang nagbayad ng insurance, si
Utah muna, diba?
Utah, binayaran yung insurance sa insurance company.
Pero may guarantee, parang may period yun. Kapag hindi siya naka-play ng this amount of games for the season for the Utah Jazz, yung matatransfer yung cost dun sa Australian national team, diba?
Hindi, sa insurance company.
Which was bought by the Australian national team? Or?
Utah paid the insurance company. Para mong in-insure yung sarili mo. Okay. So, it's not paid by Australia.
So, anyway, kasi these players, yung mga PBA players, they're paid by the teams din eh. So, parang parang for them, assets din sila eh. So, parang tingnan nila, kanwari, pag na-injure yung isang player, mabawasan yung sales ko rin. Like, for example, yung image ko. So, baka may bawas yun sa branding nila. So, for them to work things out or like to smoothen the process, mas maganda siguro merong insurance. Tapos yung independent party nga maghahawak din. Tapos ang gawin mag-joint venture na lang si MVP or SMC or sino man, or yung buong PBA siguro. Kasi parang nangyayari ngayon, parang yes, we know MVP is doing this for the entire country, but he's monetizing it eh. Like for example, jersey smart parang nakalagay, di ba?
Mismo pangalan ng team.
Yeah. Pero si SMC, San Miguel nag-sponsor din yan ng team eh. Hindi lang Pilipinas, Spain. Meron jersey yung Spain. Nakalagay yung logo ng San Miguel eh. Naalala niyo ba yun?
That's
a different one?
That's iba yung sa Spain.
San Miguel din.
Doon talaga galing yung San Miguel pero loosely affiliated.
Loosely connected na yan.
Loosely affiliated.
Okay. Pero point is
they share the spotlight.
The point is meron siyang hidden agenda.
Yeah.
I think yun yung thing na,
or you can't remove yung image na yun eh, na parang you're doing this for the nation, but sa isip pa rin ng tao meron pa rin something behind it.
Right. And I think maybe yung hidden agenda, not really hidden, diba? I think siyempre, the bigger bulk of the intention is still for the country.
Yeah.
But to your point, yes, there's also that exposure of what you're talking about. So yun nga, maybe it would help if there was a third party. PBA mismo yung mag-handle, di ba? Or I think that's what they're...
Yun nga yung problema. Hindi nga dapat it should be outside.
Outside. No.
Kasi
but
PBA,
how would...
kasi kung PBA siya, edi let's say, kung ako yung commissioner, it's within my interest na hindi ma-injure lahat ng player.
Oh, syempre.
Kasi, kundi, paano ako makabenta ng ticket kung di maglalaro si Junmar? So, to avoid na ma-injure si Junmar, di ko siya palalaruin sa Gilas.
No, pero dun nga, that's where the people are questioning SMC, the San Miguel teams. Kasi parang, ano na yun?
Which is, they are part of the PBA.
Oh,
diba?
but that's my point. Parang yun nga yung galit ng mga tao, regardless of what your reason is.
Hindi, we're talking about na yung nagko-control ng Gilas should be outside
right.
the PBA.
Oh, pero yung
it should be a third party na may funding na okay, if you play here, siguro kung ano yung ikikitain mo sa isang commissioners, whatever.
Right.
Medyo, siguro, I mean, pareho. Or, kasi they're gonna miss a season, di ba? Or something.
A few months, gano'n. No?
Parang gano'n.
For example...
Or parang basta, bayad.
Yung sa USA, di ba ano yan? May NBA.
Bayad ba yung USA?
May USA Basketball. USA Basketball is a non-profit organization totally distinct from the entity that is the NBA.
Pero I think they have
Pero
allowance.
yung players nila NBA.
Pero
Non-profit
allowance
eh. So meaning nun, yung mga tao nagpapatakbo niyan, si Jericho Angelo, hindi yan naghahanap ng pera.
Oo.
Kumbaga, may sweldo yan for
Sabihin,
sure.
dahil may sweldo sila.
There's no the man ng may-ari ng USA Basketball who's out there to earn money.
Na kailangan ko ilagay yung logo sa ganito, sa
they're
ganyan.
just trying to come up to make the committee or an organization to organize yung pagbuo ng national team. So yun na yun. Yun na yung purpose
I
nun.
think yung thing doon, bayad sila enough. Na hindi
Pwede,
nila kailangan
pwede.
mag-isip ng iba. Gets mo?
Oo.
Yun naman yun eh. Parang tingnan mo Paul George. Last year, tingnan mo nangyari sa kanya. This year, siya pa yung mga isa pa sa una na, okay, game ako. Diba?
Diba?
Tangin na.
Apart from the fact na mentally, ang hirap maglaro ulit,
Sumali ka pa kung saan ka na-injure. Diba? Parang, it only means iba yung how they look at playing in the Olympics, playing for their country. Iba yung weight. Di ko alam kung dahil nga na yung compensation andyan, plus yung, ewan ko, yung prestige dahil mag-gold sila. Pero either way for me, pag, like, ang daming articles lately sa Facebook na yung mga legends ng PBA, kasi sabi nila, alam mo, honestly, I'd give up yung ilang MVP ko just to be part of the Olympic team. Kasi sila, alam nila na parang rare tong opportunity.
They've been there. They've
been
they
there.
know how it feels like.
Diba? Na parang isipin mo, nagkaroon na tayo ng ganitong momentum from Gilas 1.0, 2.0. Tapos ngayon, wala na yung momentum.
Parang back to zero.
Nobody
back to scratch.
cared enough na parang sayang. Yung word lang na yun, sayang. Wala eh. Parang...
Actually, tama. Yung solid din yung pride eh. Kasi, yun nga, sabi mo nga sa US, di ba? Parang, the fact na si Paul George naglaro ulit, how much they value a gold medal or to represent the country. Imagine mo tayo, parang hindi ka man lang na-excite sa possibility na baka ito yung first team na makapasok ng Olympics.
Exactly.
Di ba? And you don't even think that you wanna be a part of that regardless of what your boss says or what the people say. Diba? As a player na may talent level kang ganun kataas.
Well, yung regardless of what your boss says, medyo mahirap yun. Kasi parang may pamilya rin naman sila eh. Diba? So yung sa akin, parang yun nga, babalik talaga tayo dun na parang alam naman natin na yung, like for example, sa world. Diba? Like, mas konti yung mayaman kaysa sa mahirap. Pero, mas konti, pero sila yung nagko-control ng most of the decisions. Parang PBA lang yun
yung 80-20 rule. Diba?
Exactly. So, parang ganun nga na yung the 20%, sila rin nagko-control ng 80%. So, given the chance na, let's say, alam ko na ganun, kung ako yung nasa 20%, at least man lang, gagawin ko yung right thing. Yun.
going back dun sa excitement of a player in joining the Olympics, probably, may excite din ako or probably yung mga players sa PBA, na-excite din sila. Pero, baka masyado lang controlled yung system. Kaya hindi makita yung excitement na yan.
Paano controlled?
Like for example, ngayon, sino ba yung napipiling players lang?
Hindi, kasi yun lang yung nag-open na players.
Yun, hindi.
Paano controlled?
Hindi. Masyadong nakafocus
Sa?
Kanino?
MVP-owned players.
Kasi nga hindi nila ino-open.
Hindi nga. Pero,
ayaw nga nung SMC pumasok.
Oo.
Kaya nga siya naging MVP focus.
Pero...
Yun nga yung tampo nila.
Majority. Parang may priority.
Hindi, kasi you have to think, yung SMC, 3 yung team nila
MVP, how many
3
teams?
yung team
Tatlo.
Dalawa?
Meralco, Tokentex, and
So,
Lex.
6. O ilang teams sa
Ilang
PBA?
teams sa PBA?
12, 13.
That's half the league. Oh, exactly. So, that's the reason why.
And they're the good teams.
And those who can afford, they get the best players.
Alaska is there. Abueva is there. Maraming binigay Alaska.
Alaska, pare. It's about time. Pero excited ako for that.
Pero dati, bakit lumipat si Tenorio? Di ba umalis si Tenorio sa Alaska?
Traded.
Kasi, may reason ba behind doon?
Wala naman. Just asked to be traded. Or, di natin alam.
Alam ko, gusto niya mag-Gilas.
Gusto niya mag-Gilas.
Pero which is naka-Gilas nga rin siya.
Pero hindi.
Kaya siya tinrade sa Ginebra ba yan?
Pero anong connection nung kasi hindi mo papayag sa Alaska.
Hindi papayag yung Alaska.
That one we need to confirm.
Pero may narinig rin ako.
Narinig ko. Yun yung story dati.
Yun.
Either way.
Diba? So yun yung actually ngayon, yun yung question. So ngayon that SMC's come out to open this thing na parang everyone can join. Nasaan na yung players?
Pero hindi ba too late na? Kasi nasa Estonia na yung team.
Nasa ibang bansa.
Diba?
Hindi nga makasunod si Pingris kasi nandun na yung team Gusto pa lang sumali.
Bubok pa ako ngayon. Mahal-mahal na ang ticket ngayon. Joke.
Wait, sabihin muna natin sino yung mga SMC players na hindi na kasali due to this issue. Like,
dami.
Junmar,
Arwin,
Tenorio.
Santos. Tenorio backed out, si Marshall Lassiter.
Laster.
Dami sila Mark Baroka, Joe Devance.
I think naming even
Greg
just...
Slaughter. That's half of the team.
Naming just 6
that's half a team.
More than enough.
7. So,
for me, like, taguin mo pa lang yung 2 best players mo. Malaking bagay na yun.
Parang tinanggal mo yung isang division ng NBA.
Yeah.
Parang yung...
to be fair
Central
naman...
Division, boop, bawal kayo sumali ng national team.
Right.
Weird, di ba?
Paano pag nandun si di ba? Like, I don't know.
Lahat ng Chicago Bulls, lahat ng ganito.
Kahit Jimmy Butler, parang...
To be fair naman, let's say to Junmar Fardo, to be fair, and even si Asita Olava has come to his defense. Na may plantar fasciitis nga siya on both feet. So, hindi talaga...
Ako okay lang ako kay
Junmar.
Pero yung mga iba naman yung
problema. Yung mga iba, right? So, yun lang yung mga factors. Yung sa US kasi, there is also... Yung sa US is there's a love of the game. Parang meron silang clause na pwede ka maglaro for your country except if you're not cleared medically.
And pare, kailangan mo isipin, yung US, yun yung... Parang dami nilang players
Aside from that,
kumbaga they have the luxury na parang we cannot compare. Kumbaga, kino-compare mo yung isang thing na limitado lang resources niya versus isang country na kahit na ibigay niya yung mga bangko niya, may chance pa rin sila.
Correct.
Gets mo? So parang...
so doesn't even compare to Argentina or Spain.
We cannot afford to even think na, baka pwede tayo No! For me, pag ako yung Pilipinas, every time, send your best players. Kasi, ang liit lang natin Diba?
Konti lang yung choices natin is not very
kumbaga, tapos pagpipit. Diba?
Actually, kung makikita mo yung sobrang liit natin, na yung nagko-control ng PBA, sila din yung nagko-control nung Gilas team. Kasi, yung Gilas program, sinaksid lang niya yung yung Team Pilipinas dati, na yung sponsor no naman, San Miguel. So parang nagpalitan lang sila
Gumagante.
Parang, we stand corrected, I guess, na parang, hindi lang naman Smart Smart is just a sponsor
Yeah.
Yung SBP talaga yung may
Samahang
control.
Which is
may
under
MVP.
Na parang sponsor lang. So, I guess, kulang din talaga sa pera, ganyan na, you can't help but get a sponsor Naganoon siya kaliit kasi.
He doesn't own it.
USA basketball, may sponsors din yan Parang Jeep, Nike, diba? Pero, it's big enough as an own organization na hindi sila babow down or succumb to the to the sponsor. Tayo kasi, masyadong commingled lahat eh. Na
because we're so
just
small.
speaks of gano'ng kalaki yung negosyo ni MVP, I guess. Which, nothing against him. Mabuti nga, he took the reins. And I don't think it would reach this issue kung hindi man lang nag-start sa ganun eh. Gets mo? Parang napalaki din eh, kahit paano. So you have to give him that. Pero, yun nga, masyadong maliit na ito na yung, I guess, side effect nung ganun.
Actually, interesting. So you're saying na we would be far worse off kung wala si
If this didn't happen.
Kung wala si MVP. I mean, wala siyang initiative.
Oo.
Agree.
Parang
Yes.
may bad side lang na I guess dito lumalabas na yun nga. Issue rin yung San
corporate
Miguel.
shit.
Oo. Pero kung hindi niya ginalaw, 'di ba? Parang
Someone had to take the lead.
I don't know kung tumanda lang ako and mas madali nang tumingin ng news sa internet, pero mas nagkapaki ako nung naging Gilas na siya. Kasi 'di ba? Parang
Ako mas medyo may pakirin ako nung Centennial team.
no,
Dati.
sa Gilas talaga.
Centennial year. Tsaka height yun ng fandom din ng PBA feeling ko eh. Parang
So,
those were...
it should be more than Gilas. I don't know.
Well, there's also a factor of PBA marketing, para how PBA is now. Do you wanna watch it versus how you watched it before, di ba? Imagine mo ngayon, you see NBA every day. Di ba? Dati wala naman tayong games every day. So the fact that you get this much exposure in NBA and then you turn to like PBA basketball.
Ano kaya pag magkaroon ng PBA TV, no?
Technically, yung TV5 is sometimes.
Pero hindi, I mean, gets mo?
As in PBA all day.
So, I guess, pag nagkaroon ng PBA TV, nag-apply na tayo ngayon.
PBA TV.
So, please hire us.
Calling out.
Boss.
PBA TV,
game.
hindi lang basketball.
Adam Silver,
parang
you
yung ginagawa
bitch!
niya rin, di ba? May show si Willie Miller
Yeah.
and Kiefer. No.
Yung every Sunday, di ba?
No, ano?
Yeah.
What?
No harm, no fun.
No harm, no. Yun
Yeah.
yung lalabas sa PBA TV.
Ayun. So, I guess I mean, let's hope that, you know, some good happens still kahit na we get all through this.
Pero speaking of, still on Gilas, like, sino nakita
Gilas?
yung promising
On
dun
Gilas?
sa lineup?
Sino?
Sino nakita yung promising dun sa lineup nila ngayon?
Si Calvin.
Where? In Gilas?
Gilas?
In Gilas? That's on the fish.
Actually, hindi ko pa masyadong na-explore. Sino bang bago doon? Si Abueva, no? Abueva is new. So, Abueva is there.
Honestly.
Castro is still the best, one of the best
honestly,
point
pare,
guards in Asia.
Honestly, if you ask me, talent-wise, hindi naman, I won't say na sobrang bulok ng team na to.
Yeah, agree with you.
The only thing I have to say is sayang yung momentum. Yun lang naman eh. I mean,
If these
on paper, magaling
Okay
rin yung
to,
team
okay
natin.
to.
Malakas siya.
May size din to
Oo, okay siya. I mean, yung sa akin lang, it will take time na ito na naman, magje-gel tayo. Unlike yung mga dati na they've been through battles, they've shared experiences. Iba yun eh. Parang for the same reason.
So, players already.
For the same reason kung bakit yung like a new team, like let's say in the NBA na malakas OKC, sabi mo hindi sila mag-champion. Diba? Pero pare, yun. Sabi ko lang, sayang talaga.
Dahil na ngayon, bago pa yung coach.
Pero, although,
Diba?
sana, I still hope na manalo tayo.
Tingin ko may laban naman.
Do you think we can win? I mean, versus Iran,
Sa Estonia
We're just
kaya.
looking at Iran.
Sa Estonia kaya.
Medyo inaamin na ni Coach Tab Baldwin na we are so behind in training. Mga gano'n na parang hindi pa tayo prepared. 5 weeks to go.
Actually, another one that was raised, yung binring up din ni Kevin yesterday na nag-usap tayo. Yung like Bobby Parks, Kobe Paras, I don't know, high school lang yun. But at least Bobby Parks or let's say players na on that level. No, na hindi pa, I guess Troy Rosario is already in there. But whoever else, I mean, make it an open tryout.
Yeah.
Diba? That could also be another thing. I mean, make it a walk-on. So, yun. So, let's hope that the Gilas team still wins. We're still
support all
we're
the way.
still cheering them on and we will cover them. We will cover them
Kevin Puso lang
live.
yan.
Pero
Puso
ayun
lang.
nga,
So,
speaking of personal agendas, meron rin ba sa UAAP?
Yeah. Actually, UAAP was it was announced that si Hubert Cani, who was a star player in NU in high school, who is now moved to Ateneo, has not been allowed to play this year because this was because of a rule a few years back na if you're transferring from a UAAP school in high school to a new seniors level,
kahit NC ka,
and yun, kailangan may release from the school so you can play.
Which
Otherwise,
means hindi mo makukuha yung release na yun.
Exactly. Otherwise, may 2 years kang residency. Or, pag nirelease ka, baka banu ka.
May sabihin na,
So,
for me, pare, feeling ko yung high school, college residency, I think it's bullshit. Kasi, isipin mo, saan bang, even in the States, diba? Saan ka ba makakita ng high school na nagla-lock up ng, okay, kung saan ka nag-high school, kailangan doon ka mag-college.
right.
Paano pag walang college yung high school mo?
Tsaka
I mean, that's stupid,
yeah.
Pero sinasabi ko lang
Tsaka kung gusto mo yung course nung ibang school, yung mga ganun factor.
Pero sabi nga, pwede daw mag-aral, pero hindi ka pwede maglaro.
Oh.
Which is another stupid thing. Kasi for me, parang it clearly shows. Alam mo ano sa akin?
Parang ball club.
No, yes, pero it clearly shows yung how UAAP wants to keep Ateneo versus LaSalle competitive. They want to cash in on that baby forever, man. Yun talaga. As in, parang, isip mo, bakit, ano yung, ito. Ano yung mental process ng bawal ka mag-apply sa ibang college?
Sige, so ganito I think the discussion then was they wanted competitive balance. Okay, wait lang. So, competitive balance.
Okay.
So, the problem actually is not with Ateneo LaSalle being good.
Does not justify the means.
Okay lang, baliktad siya. They wanted to prevent Ateneo and LaSalle, and this is what I feel, from getting their players.
Yun na nga. Which is...
So they are actually anti-LaSalle Ateneo finals.
Hindi. Pero,
no, kasi Ateneo and LaSalle were the ones recruiting players eh.
Pero nangyari yan kasi, di ba may isang LaSallista na pumunta sa Ateneo? Sino yung player na yun? Meron eh.
Dati pa yan.
Dati pa siya. Si Nico, okay. Yun. So, but the rule applies
Nico
now.
Gets eh. Ano pare? Sinasabi mo, they're anti-Ateneo LaSalle finals.
They are anti-powerful recruiting teams.
Paano yun magiging anti?
Because if you
kumbaga kung
because you were good in NU
so
in high school.
So inamin nila na galing sa Letran and galing sa Bayda lahat na magagaling?
Oh.
Ganun.
Their point is that we invested in you in high school. And
yun na nga, which is hindi ba yun yung point ng Ateneo?
Hindi nga kasi ang ginagawa ng Ateneo, hintayin nila yung or ibang school Ateneo is just an example, but you will wait that star player, kunyari star player ng UP.
Okay.
Na high school.
Tapos kukunin mo.
Papasok sa Ateneo, tapos para full on board.
Either way, for me,
so it's not an Ateneo LaSalle thing, but it's more like competitive balance.
Gets ko na. But still, it's still bullshit. Kasi, isipin mo pare, parang di naman pwede na, parang, you have to offer the best program. It has to be a free market. Kung sino yung best program, dun ka pupunta. Parang let's say sa States, I'm sure lahat ng player gusto mag-Duke. Gusto mag-Notre Dame, or gusto mag-Georgetown.
UNC.
Gusto mag-UNC. Diba?
Oh.
Pero, ganyan talaga eh.
The best of the best.
Kung hindi mo yun gagawin, lahat ng player, pare, hindi ko alam kung ano mangyayari, pero ganun ba yun na wala nang mag-enroll sa Baste? Wala nang mag-enroll sa...
Titiisin naman
Hindi naman. May yung mga ibang players naman na, kanwari, say, di ba, lahat gusto pumunta ng Duke. Parang dito, Ateneo yan, di ba?
Exactly, yeah.
So, lahat gusto pumunta ng Ateneo. Pero meron din ibang mga players na feeling nila, magaling sila.
Paano pag sa Letran na sila Or paano pag sa Ateneo siya high school?
Tapos gusto niya lumabas?
Oo. Wala na. Hindi na pwede.
Pwede.
Kasi may residency rule, diba?
Pwede pag nirelease siya natin eh.
Yun na nga yung thing.
Gagawin ng Ateneo yun.
Oo nga. Lalo na kung magaling. Ba't niya gagawin
Wala.
yun?
Kahit
Good
kasi,
win.
so,
Baka may surplus sila of players?
Obviously, this guy would want to get out of Ateneo kasi gusto niya maging bida.
Kaya yung point ko, pwede siya maging sa bilang ng mga Ateneo alumni or LaSalle alumni na, no, it's pro. But honestly, aagahan lang nila yung recruiting process nila.
Pwede
Sa high school sila mag-start.
Right. Yun yung,
diba?
that will work for Ateneo in Lasal, di ba?
Exactly, which is, saan pa pumupunta talaga 90% ng mga
Correct.
bata? Ateneo Lasal.
So, yun.
Diba?
And it also gets you the exposure. I mean, if you wanna go pro, or kung gusto mo yung artista even, diba? Sa totoo lang, it gets you. Kasi Ateneo Lasal is the what? The most
It gets
watched.
you places.
It's probably
It
the
gets you places.
most watched basketball game in the country.
Para it's like job application.
Diba? You play for the best, the big companies, diba?
Exactly.
Oh, para at least you get the exposure. So yun. So actually, yun nga. And then si Senator Cayetano comes with that bill already na freedom of the students to
Exactly.
choose. So patay na.
Which is the every right of the student.
Right.
Na they should have the right to choose to whatever school they want to go to.
Exactly.
But, diba?
So now approved na yon. It's just that sinabi lang ni UAAP na yes, for future hindi na namin gagawin to.
Stubborn.
Specifically para kay ano to, kay
Kani.
Oh.
Na,
Though, actually kasi, looking at the law side of it, yung, di ba nga, may bill na si Cayetano, a law kasi is supposed to operate prospectively. Eh since nag-start na yung kay Kani, nag-serve na siya first year niya, di ba Melo?
yeah.
So, parang unfair na ngayon na because of a new law, mawa-waive na yung second year. And na-implement na yung rule eh. So, to that extent, though mali naman yung UAAP to begin with to impose that rule, hindi mo na magagawa ng solution si Kani. Wala na eh. Pero for the batch here onwards, sige, bawalan na natin yung rule na yan. Na, sa totoo, kawawa talaga.
Pero
yung player.
kawawa yung
Matagal
mga...
na to. Noong 2013,
so kung-
there was this
Oo
swimmer
nga.
from UST, di ba?
Nalamipat.
Parang dream school ko to play for UP,
UP.
and swim for them. Bawal. Ayaw na UST. Di
So
ba?
2 years siya nagwala.
Who are you to say na bawal?
I have a
Si
question.
ano yun?
So, nag-a-apply lang yung rule na to within UAAP teams? Or,
Yep.
so, kunwari, galing kang NC na team,
Yep.
doesn't apply?
Mm.
Okay.
So ang point lang
Wait,
niya
so
is,
NC, you can go to UAAP.
yep, kasi hindi ka competitor school eh. Kasi hindi naman kayo magkalaban.
Pero ito pa, for me, dapat yung NCAA tsaka UAAP mag-combine.
That was proposed. And
Alam mo bakit?
And it
Ayaw.
just proves that it's UAAP is a commercial league.
Exactly.
Ah.
Dahil natatakot sila.
It makes money.
Alam mo, pare, kung ina-narrow down mo, Gilas players, ilan lang galing UAAP doon?
Oo nga.
Binilang ko na.
Ilan mo?
Swag. Ilan?
Deal with
Came
it.
prepared.
6 yata. Parang ganun.
Yaman yata pa.
More or less. Give or take plus
More or less
minus
5
1.
or 6.
Right,
Pero
right.
yung point ko lang is, if you think about it, feeling mo parang napagaling ng UAAP, di ba? Because they're the most visible league.
Yeah.
Pero kung titingnan mo, stats-wise or player-wise, mas magaling, mas tumatagal mga
NCAA.
players ng NCAA. And, syempre, states. I mean, states players.
Yeah,
Yung mga film.
Yeah, film. Dude, if you look at kung sino yung mga UAAP na talagang magagaling, konti lang.
Umabot ng PBA.
Umabot ng superstar na, magaling talaga to. Konti lang.
Yun
Konti
talagang,
lang.
Oo nga. Like sila Arwin Santos lang, James Yap.
Tapos yung mga top of your head na magagaling,
Abueva.
wala, hindi sila sa
Abueva is
UAAP.
NCAA.
Yes.
Jason Castro is NCAA.
Kaya siguro
Jason
perceive na...
Castro is NCAA.
Yeah, Bo
Or
Belga.
kaya perceive na magaling kasi sila yung
Pingris.
na
Ay,
magaling.
hindi. Pingris pala FEU.
May exposure kasi. Iba kasi, yun naman talaga
Marketing.
yun eh.
Which is bullshit. Na kaya nga for me, if I were the Philippine government, if I wanted yung development ng sports program of the country,
Right.
I would make it a law. Kasi yun na nga yung purpose ng government eh. Sorry, nagiging political show to. pero
It
for
is a
me,
political country.
pero for me, yun talaga yung problema natin. Parang masyado tayong crab mentality na everyone looking out for their own interest.
Right.
Yun. Alam mo yun?
Parang ano lang,
It's fucking sad.
actually more than that, I would just do Division 1 and 2. Parang US.
Exact. O,
Diba?
pwede rin.
I mean, yung mga banu ng NC at UAAP teams, Division 2 mo sila, tapos Division 1 yung the best of the best. Even the leagues in Cebu
or
get
you can
everyone
make it
together.
by, student population body.
Ganun.
Kung malaki yung population mo, edi mas sa Div 1 ka kasi you have the bigger chance to get better players.
Yeah.
Am I correct in understanding na parang matagal na rin issue to eh. The move ba to try and combine came from NCAA?
Yes.
So UAAP yung tumatanggi all this time?
Yes. I think so. Actually, the other thing, yun nga nangyari ngayon, di ba? Like, NCAA is part of now Studio 23. So now, I feel that they're kind of riding on this whole media thing, di ba? Kasi may exposure na eh. And in fact, hindi na sila sabay ng season. Kasi na-move na yung calendar ng UAAP. But another thing I will question is that the NCAA schedule is MWF. In the afternoon. So parang ako, kahit gusto kong sundan yan, paano gagawin yun?
Pero yung question ko, di ba pag na-unite sila, baka
gagalaw na.
Oo, syempre.
Correct. So,
why don't they make it sa gabi?
Correct.
Bakit? Kasi lalaban sa PBA. Magagalit na naman ni PBA? For me, pare, dapat...
Just make the people choose what they wanna watch.
Basta give them everything. Give the people everything. Give the people what they want!
Oh. Yes.
Kasi yung crowd mo sa UAAP and NCAA usually, di ba, students?
Yeah.
So you gotta adjust to the students' time.
Correct. But MWF is not in the afternoon.
That's not even students' time.
Right.
Excuse lang sila from
I mean,
classes, bro.
if you go to NCAA, if you watch the NCAA games, sobrang konti ng crowd.
Tsaka, alam
Naka-
ng alumni ngayon sa mga...
Tapos naka-uniform ba sila?
Isipin mo kung na-hype si Calvin Abueva dati, di lahat ng tao nanonood sa kanya.
Diba? Ngayon lang siya na-discover ng PBA na siya.
Jason
right?
Castro. Isipin mo yung NBA nga na interesado sa kanya. Dahil diba, nung Gilas 2.0.
So medyo, meron talagang fixing, kailangan ayusin in collegiate level na para how to handle this whole thing.
Baka masyadong young rin yung industry. Like sabi ni Kwayo na maliit. Diba? Sabi mo maliit yung industry. Kasi kung maliit, madali doktorin eh. Dali ma-corrupt eh.
It's too small. But at the same time, it's also
walang check and balance.
Correct. And it's actually too small na dito lang din yun eh. The schools are actually backed by also corporations, di ba? Like the LSU is Coangco, yung mga ganon. May mga ganon din eh. So,
sa states, pare, you wouldn't even know who owned the school.
This is the only country feeling ko that I will see the Ateneo coach coaching in the afternoon and then going to the PBA game at night to do an assistant coaching job. Parang
full-time job ang pagiging coach eh. And
i-invest ka sa players.
Oh!
So you're invested in 30 people.
Yeah. Tapos lilipat ka, diba? I have another job. Parang sideline lang siya. Diba? So, a lot of fixing to do. I mean, in terms of structure, in terms of how it is, diba? Mahirap kasi for schools.
Pero shoutout na rin kay Senator Cayetano for taking this stand. Kasi kawawa
Which one? Pia or Allen?
Pia.
Kawawa yung estudyante.
Pero pareho silang corrupt eh.
Pero kahit na, parang at least ito.
If you're listening, give us our money, bitch.
Kawawa yung estudyante. Na parang gusto lang talaga niya maglaro. Na parang na-control pa siya ng school niya. To what end? Kasi it's a marketing tactic na, UST, Ateneo, best basketball team in the, so, jersey sales, more people would come, ticket sales. Pero sa totoo lang, wala. The kid just wants to play basketball. Kawawa din.
Let the kid play.
For a certain school, yeah. So yun. So that's it that's a wrap for the...
Sa NBA, pare, ano na ba nangyari dun? Medyo puro PBA na tayo ngayon eh.
Okay, well, few notes for the NBA.
Si Melo marami masabi yata
marami.
sa NBA.
Okay, well, una on a NBA-related note, James Harden just signed with Adidas for $200 million.
Pare, sobrang support ng Adidas.
For 13 years. So, if he's 25 now, he will be their endorser until he's 38.
So, wait.
Parang si Magic Johnson, 30 million for 30 years.
So, 13 years yung contract
13 years yung contract.
Sobrang tagal.
That's about...
Alam mo, sobrang magiging mura siya. Mukha lang siyang mahal sa start. Pero kung i-divide mo siya by 13 years...
I think 15.3 speaks about gaano karami yung na-sign ng Nike for Adidas to spend $200 million on a contract for James Harden. I mean, James Harden, medyo polarizing player din yan eh. Diba? He's not the most likable guy eh. Though ako, James Harden fan ako. Kasi to some people, yung style of play niya na nag-grab lang ng fouls. Boring eh. Pero natutuwa ako sa kanya eh. Pero, di ba? I mean,
dahil sa beard yata, marketable yung beard.
It's a personality.
I think next year, magkakaroon ng beards ng Adidas, beards, may Adidas na logo.
For me, Adidas is gambling on this one. Because if you're gonna look at the roster of the NBA, like, you're not gonna sign a big man to lead
Bakit?
Because a lot of people are not tall, basically.
I actually agree with that. I would agree.
Well, a lot of people are not 6'6", but everyone's like Jordans.
Yeah,
no, but you can
people are not 6'6" here in the Philippines.
But you can actually, parang the thing is, you can imitate. Let's say you can imitate how certain people do crossovers, like how LeBron does. Pero you can't imitate how Shaq backs down and do his hook.
Yes, you can if you practice it.
I know, but it's not going
Mas
to be the same.
Mas glamorous lang talaga. Alam mo.
It's sexy.
Oh, it's sexy. Guard play is forward play is sexy.
Swingmen are sexy.
But again, going back to the James Harden, Adidas is gambling on this one. If you're gonna look at the roster of the NBA, like, next to Steph Curry and LeBron, who else will you?
They're all signed. They're all signed.
Exactly.
Diba? So you have to offer a marquee player some significant amount for him to go out of his current or expiring contract. So they're taking a gamble on this one, and let's see how in the future this will return for them.
Advantage dyan is siya yung star. Siya yung, diba? I mean, ngayon nga, si LeBron, Kobe, and Durant medyo nag-share pa sa elite, diba? Sa Nike. But si Harden, no question, parang siya yung headline.
When Under Armour signed Steph Curry, they didn't know rin naman that he was gonna be this popular.
Right away na.
Diba? So, maybe, we don't know if this is a right or wrong move. It seems wrong right now, but in the future, we don't know. If
sa akin,
it's a gamble for them.
Sa akin, you have to look at the brands eh. Parang how they are, ano yung status nila sa...
Naghahabol yung Adidas ngayon eh. That's the way I see it.
They're a far second. If you look at
Naghahabol.
No, not even.
In basketball,
No, in net worth.
In net worth.
Kumbaga, parang the only reason why I think the only reason why Adidas gave that much amount of money, kasi alam nila, nobody else would sign with them if they did not give that much
money. Pitsugin yung contract.
Exactly.
Yeah. Kailangan parang max contract eh.
Agree.
Parang it has
so
to
they have to lure the player talaga.
Yeah.
Though sa akin tingin ko,
tingin mo, other than Harden exactly. That's what I said. After Harden, who do you think will sign next?
Westbrook? I don't know.
Jordan Brunson Westbrook.
Brunson Westbrook. Davis is already Nike.
Baka mag-offer sila ng...
No, they're just gonna wait for
Nobody buys Adidas.
Hindi. Ganito yan. I think they have to make an example of Harden. Ganito lang naman yan eh. If they start selling Harden and Harden flies as in off the roof and the marketing goes crazy, shoe sales go up, then the next guy will say, okay, now Adidas is doing well in marketing.
That's never gonna happen because Nike is the king of marketing.
Well, yun nga. So they have to crack that. Diba? They have to have something. No, Under Armour with Steph Curry is knocking on the door.
Under Armour is different because they're a new company. We're talking about Adidas.
Second na yung basketball series ng
Under Armour.
No, we're talking about a different company.
Kaya
Under Armour, they're new. We're talking about Adidas.
They're new to basketball, but they've been...
No, relatively. They've been
younger than
company.
others. Yun. Pero it takes that kind of breakthrough. I mean, it takes a break. I mean, ganito and this is corp, like, let's say marketing to. If they get the campaign right, and Harden goes off on an MVP year, the Rockets are number 1.
Let me ask you, are you gonna buy Adidas after that? Ako, I wouldn't.
But you think people won't?
Kahit na
MVP champion, let's say mag-champion Rockets, MVP si Harden.
Tapos may Flyknits. Doon pa rin ako sa Flyknits, bro.
But do you think basketball players will not take notice? Tayo. I mean, we're
me, those are
but
the
you think kids who play basketball in high school, college, they won't think of buying the NBA MVP signature shoes?
Pero
they will.
Maybe, I think si Harden, hanggang dyan lang talaga siya.
In terms of...
Yung sa akin ba't di kunin ng Adidas yung mga talagang may chance mag-MVP? Like, Anthony Davis.
Because he's a big man for me.
Hindi, kasi Nike siya.
Yung kay Harden lang kasi, nagsakto.
Siya yung lowest
contract na this summer.
Siya yung lowest bearing fruit. Lowest bearing fruit.
Timing din siya no? Timing din na nag-expire yung contract.
Actually, we stand corrected. As of last year, 2014, na-overtake na ng Under Armour ang Adidas as sports apparel brand.
Exactly.
Second na siya.
So, isipin, wala na talaga yung...
basketball.
Wala na yung Adidas basketball. Talaga. Kumbaga, nung in the history of time, never naging close second yung Adidas.
Challenge. Plus, ang dami rin kasing PR...
To the Adi Challenge.
Ang dami rin kasing PR on injuries diba? Diba there's this whole...
Actually, Fila yun.
Hindi, Garnett got injured, Adidas. Derrick Rose. Ang ganda kaya the Derrick Rose campaign was actually not bad.
Dwight Howard.
Pero
but
honestly,
he got his knees.
Sobrang pangit lang talaga ng design ng Adidas.
Pangit din yung shoes. I will
Hindi ko maintindihan sino yung designers na yun nila. Hindi, if you...
Agree. That one I agree.
If you look at Nike, celebrities yung designers nila. Right. Tinker Hatfield, tapos yung Chinese guy, nag-design ng KDs.
So it's not just the name no? It's really
how
the look.
Tsaka, iba talaga yung dating ng Nike Like, paminsan yung athlete, kahit na mas maliit yung offer ng Nike, mag-Nike na lang siya. Kasi alam niya yung exposure niya. Parang bench. Hindi kasi sikat na artista ka kung hindi ka nag-model for bench
Right.
Ganun rin sa Nike. Hindi ka legit na NBA star kung wala ka sa Nike.
Na hindi ka Nike. Or Jordan Brand. Or Jordan Brand.
Man.
Which they own. Diba? Baka tinan natin. Baka magaling mag-design si Harden ng shoes. You
Pero
never...
maganda rin yung mga...
Mas fashion guy naman siya Hindi, in terms of, baka nga yung sports...
Baka yung shoes niya may beard.
I think yung sports apparel
sports apparel. Mas yung Adidas Classics, okay pa rin.
And I think yung sinabi nilang sports apparel, Under Armour's number 2, maybe because they took out the fashion Adidas stuff, the Adidas sales, which is what people are buying. Yun, in other news, so the Morris twins are also so Markieff and Marcus.
Honestly, wala akong pake sa news niyan.
Pero yun nga, actually...
Kasi hindi naman ganun galing si Markieff
Morris. The big story here is is loyalty, diba? So what happened was, si Markieff daw signed 32 million for 4 years, which is 8 million a year.
Sobrang late lang nun.
Maliit yun. Because the deal was, they were gonna pay his twin brother in Phoenix also, so they would stay together. Parang ganun yung deal.
Kung ganun ka kagaling, hindi ka papayag sa ganun ka na contract.
So ganun yung deal. Parang they wanted to stay together. The twins wanted to play together in Phoenix. And then all of a sudden, because of the Marcus Aldridge and they were trying to open up the cap space, tinrade si Marcus. So now, nag-freak out na si Markieff na hindi na ako magtatagal dito, I won't make friends and all that stuff. The question actually is, yun nga would you, I mean, players do take pay cuts, diba? Like Duncan took pay cuts, Manu Ginobili took pay cuts, David West. Well, David West more championships.
Pero yung question ko, pare, kung kayo, mga player kayo, magte-take ba kayo ng pay cut? Ikaw, first kayo, isa-isa. Ako hindi.
For any reason.
Kung let's say alam ko na
8th year ka na.
Hindi, let's say
slope.
I have to look at the statistics. Kung statistically sobrang lakas ko hindi ako magte-take ng pay cut. Pero kung pababa na, may chance, pero hindi ganun kalaki. Kasi somehow, which is so selfish, feeling ko binuild ko yung franchise Gets nyo?
Yes.
So, chances are, say NBA player ka.
Yung point ko, basta maglaro ako, andyan lahat ng tao sa stands.
You're bringing
which is,
the money.
Yun lang naman kailangan mo sa akin.
Parang Kobe.
Siguro it depends what
Kobe
kind of
hindi
person
nag-pay cut at all
Oo nga. But he brings in the people, diba?
Hindi, pero sa akin niya, sinabi ko, konti. So, I'm better than Kobe. Anyway, tinatanong ko kayo, isa-isa. Kayo. Ikaw. Mr.
I'm thinking about
Mr.
Ako
Nip
muna.
Slip.
Habang iisip si Nip Slip, yung pay cut means giving your team an advantage eh.
Okay.
Diba? So parang
The weekend si Kuya.
yung tingin ko, it's how much you value winning eh. So parang kung gusto mong manalo as a team,
So yung
take
question
the
ikaw,
fall. Parang,
you would.
But how short is that? I mean,
for my own team. Pero
You
hindi
would.
ako lilipat ng say 10 years na ako and say Team A. Tapos papay ka ako puro pumuntang Team B kasi may championship doon. Hindi ko gagawin yun. Pero sticking with Team A,
Papababa ka na
pay
ng
cut ako
sweldo
para
gumanda
tara,
team
sama
mo.
kayo sa akin. Gagawin ko yun.
ano yung window nung pay cut na yun? Like, pag kunyari, pay cut ka ngayon pero mga 3 years from now tayo mag-champion. Game ka doon? 3 years from now.
Maiksi lang 3 years.
Hindi, kaya nga. No, but if you're 30,
But if
30
depends
ka
on
na.
what I'm earning per year, I guess.
No, it depends.
Like, let's say $8 million, $10 million, okay na yun.
well,
Sa'yo okay, sa kanila hindi.
Hindi.
Let's
Magkano
count
ba
that.
si Toby? Kobe. Magkano ba si
25.
Kobe? 25. Hindi. Wrong example. Hindi, 25
Yeah.
Let's look, 25. 25, magkano yung salary cap ng NBA ngayon?
what's
No,
it?
yung, as in, yung team, say 72.1. Yan.
Mga
Per
ganun.
team, Dapat 72.1. Otherwise,
72.1 per year, diba?
Oh,
So kung 25 pare, that's like
more than a
1/3.
of the
Yep.
team.
Fuck. Pag ako ganun, sabihin ko, bawasan.
Kasi gusto mong manalo.
Yes.
Oh, kasi
Kung manalo ako, ito
Pero kung feeling mo...
long-term thinking, kung manalo ako, dadami rin yung pera ko sa Tingnan mo si Jordan.
Right.
The only reason ba't sobrang lakas ni Jordan, dahil siya lang yung dude na naka 6 championships on the same team. Diba? Na, fine, baka naisip niya yun, baka hindi, na kung nag-champion siya ng ganun kagrabe, wild yung legacy niya, na pwede siya kumita dun sa brand niya forever.
Right.
Gets mo?
Mm.
So baka ganun siya ka-forward thinking or ganun siya ka-selfless sa team. But either way, yung action niya, it benefited him.
But did he take a pay cut?
Ha?
Nag-pay cut
Ay,
si
dude,
Jordan?
alam mo sobrang, hindi. So, hindi siya nag-pay cut. Pero dude, yung ni Chicago, they're notorious na sobrang hindi,
Barat.
sobrang barat.
Oh.
Dude, yung sweldo ni Jordan, sobrang hindi worth it. Sobrang hindi worth it.
Kasi
Anyway,
sobrang sagad. Yun, so...
sagad.
Yun nga, I think, well, sa akin, the point lang, for example, Kobe, if you feel na hindi na naman kayo mananalo talaga, and no team is going to sign
Might
you,
as well take the fucking
take
cut.
the money, di ba? Take the money for the last 2 years.
Hindi.
No, listen.
That's
Wait,
fuck-
hold on. Okay, hindi, ganito. If I knew and if I believed that someone was gonna come in and sign a max contract, that was a franchise player, 2 players, let's say Westbrook, kunyari free agent, Westbrook and Kevin Love. Sign sila Lakers, o Kobe pay cut ka, sige game. Pero pag sinabi sa akin na Kobe pay cut ka, ako si Kobe, yeah. Pay cut ka, sige, bakit? Sino sa sign natin? Hindi pa kami sure pero try natin.
Pero yun ba yung nangyari?
Ba't ako pay cut?
Teka lang.
Yun ba yung nangyari? Kasi sabi ng Lakers,
Hindi, I'm saying yun yung decision ko. To take a pay cut.
Ina-ask niyo si Melo.
Diba, give me a reason. Like, the Spurs will always give you a reason to take a pay cut.
Ito
before
bakit,
the fact
ba't di nag-sign si Marcus Aldridge?
Sa...
Lakers.
Kasi hindi man nalo eh.
Kasi di mo alam. Hindi,
Hindi.
and the Spurs had may winning culture. Yung Spurs, hometown.
May winning culture din naman Lakers.
Not now.
Dude,
Not
Kobe.
now. Wala
Not now.
ngayon eh.
I mean, Kobe is also a factor. Pero hindi naman yun lang. Diba?
parang you'd have to take the pay cut for the team to be able to offer to someone.
Oo nga
So,
eh.
pero kung kasi
Kasi ka mag-pay cut, edi so...
wala, di parang masasabi ng Lakers na
Parang ito lang allowance ko eh.
Uy, LaMarcus, meron kaming 20M to offer to you. Kasi, para sila magka 20M, kailangan sabihin ni Kobe, sige, I take half.
Tsaka-
I take 12.5.
Oh, exactly. Tapos, so, kunyari, let's say, diba, sabihin ni LaMarcus, sige, game ako. Sino pa kukunin natin? Wala na, kayo lang ni Kobe. Wala na, gago.
Mahal niya eh.
Diba?
Pero,
25 sa kanya, 25 sa'yo, 50.
Wait.
So, yung iba,
22.5 million for 10 plus other
Ano
players.
na lang, kunin na lang natin si Jason Williams, 38 years old, pwede na yun.
Hindi, on the flip side, kung hindi siya i-offer sa'yo, kasi we're assuming na tatanungin ka ng team kung pwede ka mag-pay cut.
Dude, si Kobe, he's the GM/coach.
Hindi, paano pag sinabi sa'yo diretso? Na, uy, I'm offering you 25 million. Would you say, uy, hindi, bawasan nyo kasi kailangan natin ng ibang players?
Yes, baka.
Papabawasan mo?
Sabihin ko, paano yung team?
The thing is, I don't think the Lakers gave him that option. Na parang mag-pay cut ka para makuha tayong players.
Sure ka?
I think, personal opinion.
Feeling ko, pag ako as a business owner, and as a guy who, yun na nga, kumbaga, who cares about anything na nasimulan ko na and gusto ko na tumagal, syempre, i-consider ko na, I have only, let's say, 100 million to spare. I'm allocating 30 million to Kobe. Diba? Parang, paano yun?
I think maybe there's a business decision. There's also a business side to it kasi mga jersey sales. But actually, you could offer Kobe less. You could offer Kobe less.
Sa akin,
so medyo sabaw din yung Lakers for offering him that 25 million.
Or baka sinabi niya na...
Don't blame it on Kobe. Blame it on the Bus family.
Kobe. Sabi niya, they offered me this much. Binigay sa'yo
Ba't mo tatanggihan?
Diba?
Sobrang galing ng agent ni Kobe. Yun lang sabi ko. Ang galing ng agent ni Kobe. I mean, for how old is he? 38? 37? Diba?
Or 36, dude.
Pero what was the situation?
Alam ko ba idol mo yun?
Idol ko siya.
Pero what was the situation of the Lakers that time when the Lakers...
Wala, everyone was out. Dwight left. Nash couldn't walk.
So probably the Lakers were desperate to keep...
But he wasn't going anywhere. He already said, I'm staying. So, yun nga yung question parang he already said he wasn't leaving. I mean, you compare this, for example ko lang, Jamal Crawford, 5 million. Jamal. 5...
Ay, kilala ko si Jamal Crawford. Kilala ko yun, Dude,
sino yun?
Pwede ba ako mag-shoutout?
Sige.
Shout out to Jamal Crawford.
Buisit. Okay, shut up.
No, I'm sure she or he may be listening to this podcast, but I want to shout out to you, Brosephine.
Okay, anyway. Going back si Jamal Crawford. Is earning only 5 million a year. So, for a productive player, for 15
Dude,
PPG.
the Knicks are gonna take Jamal Crawford.
Everyone's trying to take Jamal Crawford.
Knicks,
Heat,
Knicks talaga.
So, yun yung ano.
Yun.
Overrated si Jamal
gawa tayo ng
Crawford.
bet ngayon kung saan pupunta si Jamal Crawford.
Ako, stays with Clippers.
I agree.
Ikaw.
I agree.
Ikaw.
Realistically,
Cavs. Okay. Ako Knicks.
Kahit gusto ko mapunta siya sa Heat.
Okay, ako Knicks.
Pero
So,
bet.
10 shots. 3 shots. Kasi 3-pointer siya eh.
Okay,
3
done.
shots. So, kung sino yung mali, lahat ng mali mag-shot, lahat ng tama mag-shot, that's on the next episode.
Kung tapos na by then.
Oh, kasi tapos na tong episode na to eh.
Hindi, pero I mean, yung cut-off, start of the season yung cut-off. Start of the season yung cut-off kung nasan si Crawford.
Siyempre.
Hindi, kasi pwedeng hanggang trade deadline.
Wala.
Trade siya by December. Hindi na yun. Basta
Hindi,
start ng
counted
season,
dapat.
day
Counted.
So December na tayo
Hindi, sige.
Start of the season, October.
October.
Okay.
Tapos kung nalipat siya, isa pa ulit.
Sige.
Pero tapos na tong podcast na to.
Na-close na yung 3 shots na yun.
Okay. Yun na. Sige, so at the end of it, start of the season, we'll go back to this.
October 28.
Okay, on that note, thank you for listening.
We go end this.
Yep. Episode number 3 for the Airball Podcast will get to you next time.
Don't forget to like our Facebook page.
Airball Podcast at Facebook.
Woo!
Napopost din lahat ng podcast sa SoundCloud.
Airball Podcast sa Facebook, please.
And on SoundCloud.
Maawa kayo sa amin, 30 likes pa lang kami.
Woo! Thank you and good night. Good night.